Welcome back, Focus fans. Alicia Malone here with another episode of Real Destinations, where we take you behind the scenes and on location of our upcoming films. Today, we're off on a Shakespearean road trip inspired by Chloé Zhao's Hamnet.
I cannot abide waiting.
Tell me a story.
What story would you like?
Something that moves you.
Set at the crossroads of history and fiction, Hamnet tells the powerful story of William Shakespeare and his wife Agnes as they fall in love and raise a family in the English countryside. But their idyllic life takes a turn when the unexpected loss of their son, Hamnet, inspires the creation of one of Shakespeare's most famous tragedies. Based on Maggie O'Farrell's award-winning novel Hamnet and adapted for the screen by O'Farrell and Academy Award-winning director Chloé Zhao, this moving drama stars a show-stopping cast led by Jessie, Buckley and Paul Mescal. William Shakespeare and Anne Hathaway, Agnes in the film, were born and buried here in their hometown of Stratford-upon-Avon. As you can see, their Tudor-style houses are still standing and are now popular tourist attractions. But for Hamnet, the filmmakers felt that Stratford was too modernised for their 16th century setting, sending them on a countrywide location scout. So, let's hit the road.
Who are you looking for?
William Shakespeare.
According to the locations team, director Chloé Zhao wasn't only after a picturesque backdrop, she wanted to find a place with real spirit. And when the team brought her here to the village of Webley, she knew she had found the one. Just 90 minutes west of Stratford, Webley streets are lined with striking black and white timber-framed houses, the signature architecture of Shakespeare's day. With an incredible canvas already in place, production designer Fiona Crombie and her team built additional facades, dressed and painted existing storefronts, and covered the roads in dirt, recreating Henley Street as it might have looked over 400 years ago.
Good day, sir. What brings you to Hewlands?
When it came to finding a home for Hewlands, Agnes's family farm, the filmmakers discovered their ideal match just a few miles outside of Webley, Cummy Farmhouse. Built in the early 1600s, this Grade 2 listed timber-framed house is carefully preserved by the National Trust. With its weathered beams, stone-tiled roof and surrounding barns, Cummy offers an authentic glimpse into rural Elizabethan life, the romantic backdrop for Will and Agnes's fateful meeting.
Well, welcome to Cummy. Do come in.
Lucy, what was your experience like working with the team from Hamnet?
It was fascinating. Watching Paul Mescal lean through the window as he spots Jessie Buckley for the first time. I know that's going to be a really key moment, and to know that I was literally out of view just as that was happening, that's going to be pretty special.
Too quiet in that house.
There have never been so many people on site in a tiny little place like this.
Reset, back to work.
It was wonderful to see how thoughtful and careful they were to this place. Director Chloé Zhao was so careful about the props they brought in, the way they dressed the set. Everything they did amped up what was already here. I think that will absolutely shine through in the film.
It's not strictly Tudor style.
It's Jacobean, so it's early 1600s. Timber framing, stone bases, lime plaster, massive fireplaces. We did live very differently back then.
Where have you been? I was in the field helping Bartholomew.
But at that time, it's the kind of house you dream of.
You touched me here. What did you see?
I saw landscape.
Despite the abundance of historical homes scattered throughout England, it became clear that in order to fully realise Chloé's vision, some of the sets needed to be built from scratch, including the interiors of Shakespeare's Henley Street house.
Your husband was born here, in this room. He took his first breath there by the window.
Fiona Crombie and her team scouted dozens of period buildings, selecting their favourite details and assembling them into a seamless set. This level of craft did not go unnoticed by stars Jessie Buckley and Paul Mescal.
I think it always helps to begin a film and a relationship to the period in a place that feels period authentic.
Yeah. You could smell the world that she created. The leather that she had was there. The stones that she laid.
The ground floor was entirely built.
It smelled like Elizabethan wet floor that had been flooded. The minute you stepped into that house, there was no like, oh, I'm stepping onto a set now. Yeah. It was a real living place.
I've lost my way.
You need to go to London.
Why London?
Because London is where the whole world gathers.
As Will's playwriting career took him to London, the filmmakers sought a sharp contrast between the domestic countryside and the bustling city. While many of these scenes were shot on constructed sets, one practical location helped to illustrate London's gritty texture. The Charter House, located in the heart of London, feels like a hidden medieval enclave, with cloisters, courtyards, and gardens that have survived centuries of London's turbulent history. Once an emergency burial ground for victims of the Black Death in 1348, this site later became a monastery and then a Tudor mansion. In fact, Elizabeth I used the Charter House during preparations for her 1558 coronation, just 2 years after Agnes's birth.
What do you wish to do, Hamlet?
I should be in the theatre.
At the Playhouse. Working with your father.
Of course, we can't talk about William Shakespeare without mentioning the world-famous Globe Theatre. Although the original theatre burned down in 1613 and its successor was demolished in 1644, this replica has been open since 1997 and stages productions year-round. Due to the theatre's packed calendar, the production designers opted to build their own replica for the film's moving climax, which depicts the very first performance of Hamlet.
Everyone in town is talking about it.
Do you not wonder what is in it?
With extensive research, the team recreated the theatre with striking accuracy, even borrowing props and set dressing from the real Globe. But for Chloé Zhao and her actors, perhaps the most notable design choice was the hand-painted backdrop.
What Chloé ran with in terms of like the backdrop of the
Oh my God, that made me
Hamlet
cry
field.
yesterday.
The when he's like,
It's
devastating.
It really moved me. This like tapestry of the woods where they first fell in love. It like elevates this giant globe to something so personal again.
Yeah. It's like the globe isn't there to kind of be performatively impressive. This thing was built for those two characters. And I'm blown away by Fiona's capacity to translate Chloe's vision.
There is perhaps no writer more famous in the English language than William Shakespeare, but in Hamnet, this larger-than-life figure has been brought down to human size in an incredible story that is equally, if not more so, about his beloved Agnes. Their romance and the tragedy they endure inspired countless works of art that would withstand the test of time. This enduring legacy continues to draw visitors to the places where Shakespeare lived and worked, but if you're seeking an untold chapter of his story, don't miss Hamnet, only in theatres.
What should I do?
Keep your heart open. What do you see?
You will live.
I'm Alicia Malone, and I'll see you on the next Real Destination.